it's Dawn. I'm the Quilt Lady here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, and it's good to be back. I've been gone just a little bit, so had a little bit of traveling with my husband since he's retired, and have gotten to go a few places. After we got back from Germany, we went on a little retreat, or I did, with the quilt. A quilt retreat, and then went to Colorado with some friends and got to see the beautiful foliage for the fall. So fall hasn't changed here yet. It's still 99 degrees, but it's coming. It's coming. So enjoy that. So it was beautiful up in the mountains, though. It was all yellow and oranges were already out, and we ride side by side, so you could smell the pine trees and stuff and the good weather. It's like in the 70s, maybe down in the 60s some days, but really, really pretty. So I always enjoy going up and riding. So anyways, you guys get out in the fall and enjoy that. Hey, Becky, how are you? You guys be sure and share. Hey, Janice, y'all be sure and share. Oh, from Weatherford. Hey, Marilyn. See who all's with us. Kathy Z. She's back in Bella Vista. So good. And you shared. So I'll tell you about Kathy Z in a minute. Hey, Ann. Good. Glad to see you. We had our class, and there's Nita. Good. We had our Ten Sisters class this weekend. And so Carmen Geddes was here. And she is a fabulous teacher. Everything I'd heard was true and even better. Y'all, she was a great teacher and very personable, and went around and helped everybody. Everybody enjoyed it and just had a great time. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about her classes and have a little video that she has filmed for us. And hey, Joan. And I've got lots of different supplies that if you want to continue, I can show you. And Danette, hey, from Yukon, can show you some of the stuff that we still have, and we will continue to keep this. So we're hoping to do a whole corner of her products, and we're going to try to get some samples and stuff. Hey, Patty, and stuff. So, oh, Becky's sewing for all the girls. Good for you, Becky. Good for you. Wish I was. Yeah, Debbie. Hey, Debbie. I'm so glad to be back. I missed you guys. I like seeing everybody that's been on. And Mary Harrison, good. That's awesome, y'all. I'm glad to be back. So it's been a busy day, not so much with people, but been busy just trying to catch up on everything. So, oh, hey, Terry. How are you? And Terry was at the classes too, y'all. So they can attest to how great of a teacher Carmen is. So Terry and Joyce came from the city, more Oklahoma City area. And Kathy Z came from Arkansas, from Bella Vista. We had some others come from Oklahoma City, some from Enid, some from this around here. So we had a little bit of everybody, you guys. Carmen had came and done a trunk show on Thursday night and showed lots of quilts. In fact, she left me a pile here, and I'm going to get to show you these tonight. Not a whole ton of them, but some. So I'll get to show them to you. Okay, so let's get with our stuff. The P31 retreat, okay. P31 retreat is 315. That is in February. It starts February 22nd and goes through the 26th, I believe. And that includes all your meal. It's 5 days, 4 nights, and includes all the meals, all the food. We do a P31 devotional. We have a round robin. We have a mystery quilt. We have all kinds of surprises for y'all. Oh my goodness, Terry, she's finished her 6th panel. You are a go-getter, girl. That's awesome. I did work on mine yesterday just a little bit, and so I have it here to show you. I took the class Friday and Saturday, and so I'm getting there. Traveled a few blocks. Yeah, Janice has traveled a few blocks. She's come to work. And Janice has got part of hers together, and I've got hers. I had her leave it. So I'm going to show you Janice Andrews's quilt that she did on Saturday in class. So we're all kind of at different stages. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that tonight. Anyway, so the P31 retreats, it's a fun time. We get together, we have so much fun, just the girls and friends, and it's great, you guys. And this one will be at the Scrap and Pad up in Call City, okay, over at Call Lake. Is that right? Call Lake, yeah. And stuff. So anyways, if you guys want to sign up, you and your girlfriends, sign up together. We've already got, I don't know how many spots we have left. So go on and go ahead and sign up. We only have room for 12. Actually 11, because I'm the 12th. I got to go and enjoy all you guys, right? So, okay. Are we ready to start? Or we got oh, hey, Cheryl. Seen Richard today. He came and seen us. So Cheryl was at class too. So we're going to have all kinds of comments tonight on class. You guys will love it. So I've got all kinds of things to tell you about the class. I'm so excited. All right, so let's get to the lineup. Let's see what we have. You guys be sure and share. That's how you get in the wheel to get the gift cards, okay? So be sure and share and post that you've shared, okay? All right, we just got this line in today, and I love it. It's called Leather and Lace, Amazing Grace, okay? Leather and Lace, Amazing Grace. So this is, there's like one of the birds. You see the different buttons. It kind of reminds me of Tim Holtz, how it's all kind of put together. You know, it kind of reminds me of his vibe. But this is Leather and Lace, Amazing Grace. Okay, and here's some letters. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I love this. So just kind of a collage of things in this fabric. Okay, beautiful colors though, beautiful colors. Household sewing machines, lots of cute things, postcards in there. Okay, this is $12.99 and a Leather and Lace Amazing Grace multi, and it's mine number 1. And if you want multiple yardage, put times how many you want. This would be a really cute sewing box. It would be a cute notebook cover for your notebook covers that we've done. And I think this would be a really good just can't cut it quilt. The borders and backing and just a big chunk of this, or you could just take a piece of this and make your own panel for the center, would be really pretty. It's got lots and lots of things to look at. So that's the Amazing Grace. Okay. The next one is the same thing, Leather and Lace Amazing Grace. This one is mine number 2. Okay, so this is the patchwork in it. So you see all the different patches. Instead of piecing those all together, they've printed them all. Okay, they've printed all the patchwork. Isn't that fun? So I guarantee you, if you quilted this along the lines in that, they would never know that it was even pieced. They are not pieced. They would never know it was a panel or yardage. They would think that you've pieced it. Isn't that pretty? So that goes along with it. This is the Amazing Grace also, and this is mine number 2. Again, $12.99. And this is the, we've got patchwork. It's patchwork, but this is really pretty. Kind of like the patchwork that we've done, but takes all the work out of it here. Okay. Oh, Joyce, that would be a darling quilted jacket. Yeah, because it looks like it's already quilted. Yeah, very pretty. And it's got every color in it, so be perfect. Okay, the next one. This is gorgeous, you guys. I love this. It's kind of a turquoise with the roses and some little white flowers. Let's see if you can see those little white ones. They're so pretty. The little white flowers have got a little red dot in the middle. Really, really pretty. But I love the color of this. This would be good as the sleeves or the neckline or the bodice or something in the coat. It'd be really pretty. Anyways, $12.99, and this is mine number 3. Mine number 3. Okay. And this line is Leather and Lace Amazing Grace. Okay. This one for as simple as it is, it's very elegant. It's got roses, very soft. This looks like a Janice Russell. Huh? Oh, petals. Yeah, we didn't have enough room. So this is petals. This is the rose colored pink, but very, very elegant. This is. So this one is Leather and Lace Amazing Grace for petals, my number 4. And put how much yardage you want, okay? All right, a yard minimum. All right. Hey, Sherry. Amarillo. All right. Love it. Okay, then this one, see if you can see the design in this white. This one is my number 5. And this one is also petals. Take that little piece of stuff. Oh, this one's lace. Okay. So this one looks like it's got little flowers in it, but it looks like it's almost a lace doily or something. Not necessarily a doily, but it's just got the little kind of lacy looking flowers. So $12.99, a great background. Great background. Has a little white on white, so it gives you a little texture in there. So I like texture. So okay, so that's the new stuff that we got today. I believe when I looked at the email, we've got some chickens with, you'll be excited about this. Woo-hoo. Chickens. Oh, Debbie, you're coming to retreat. Yay, good. Oh, I love that, Debbie. We've got some chickens, I think, with the fencing or something. There's something like that's fixing to be here. I think it's already been shipped, so we'll see what we get tomorrow. And we may do another live tomorrow. So, okay. So on to with this, part of the 10 Sisters, part of their deal has the grid. Okay. So it's using this grid. It's an iron-on interfacing, and this is a 1-inch square. Okay. So it uses 1.5 inch pieces, and it finishes at 1 inch. We have this in 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2 inch finished. Okay. So you add a 1/2 inch to each of those, and that's what size you'll cut your pieces. But this grid is really a different concept to quilting. The quilt behind me has all been done on the grid. It's all been done with 2.5 inch pieces. And so you can just use your scraps. That's what I did. I just took a bunch of different things. This one's got a yellow sashing, and Janice has used turquoise, Janice Andrews. It's beautiful. And I tried to use turquoise, but after I used all my scraps, my turquoise didn't look so good. So I ended up just going with white, with the same as my background, so my blocks kind of float. But Janice's with the turquoise is beautiful, beautiful. And this one with the yellow, and then it's got a bright blue. I don't know if you can see the bright blue with the roses border. It's really pretty. So we'll get to that one here in a minute. Do we want to do Carmen's video before I show them all this of Carmen's stuff? Ask Whitney if she wants to do. So we have a video that Carmen. Okay, we have a video that Carmen did. So let's go to that, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, and so it's just a few minutes, and you can see kind of how this is all done. See if Whitney can put that up for us. I think. Maybe. Ask her.
Ready, yes.
Okay, it's ready. Hang on.
Hey everybody, it's Carmen Geddes here, and I am jumping into the Facebook Live for my quilt. It's the Quilt Lady in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. I am so excited. You can hear the chatting in the background. If you have not been to this shop, you need to come in because they have the best selection of so many great fabrics. And I was lucky enough to come and teach a couple days here. And so I'm sneaking into the Facebook Live to tell you a little bit about our Easy Piecing Grid. Now, Easy Piecing Grid is a lightweight iron-on foundation, and it's gonna be a little hard for you to see, but there is a grid printed on this lightweight foundation, and the other bumpy side is the fusible side. And so the way we are making quilts with this fun product is we're taking our foundation and we're putting it fusible side up, and we're gonna lay, can we see this right okay here? So we're gonna lay our squares onto our grid. You're going to give it a good pressing so they are nice and secure. And when you're ready to sew, you're gonna fold on the fold line and sew your 1/4 inch seam. So no pins. Fold it on the fold line and sew your 1/4 inch seam. And you're gonna sew through that panel in one direction, all the way through the panel. And your next step is, this is the seam that you just sewed. And you're gonna clip between each of those squares right up to the stitch line. Now the reason you're doing that clip is so that you can press those seam allowances going in opposite directions. So that when you do fold right sides together to sew the other way, look what happens. Those seams are automatically nested perfectly. So there's no pinning, there's no adjusting. You are going to just sew your seams in the other direction, and then this is how they are going to turn out. And so those corners are going to be perfect every single time. Isn't that so fun? Now this one that I'm working on right now is the 1.5 inch finished. So we label our easy piecing grid by the finished size, and this foundation is going to stay in the quilt. So after you're done sewing, all those seams are pressed in one direction and your quilt top is stable and flat, and you just get to make endless quilts. And so like I said, this one is the 1.5 inch finished. We actually print easy piecing grid in 4 sizes of squares. So we go with a finished size. So we start with a 2 inch finished and we go all the way down to this awesome little 1/2 inch finished. And I'm so excited because they are going to show you some really fun samples of some of the other quilts that we have, but I want to show you another type of quilt. And so traditional patchwork is a wonderful quilt for us, and anything that involves a 1/2 square triangle I was always a little bit shy of these. Now remember when I said we're going to take the quilts and we divide them into sections. So this section that you see right here is one panel of the 2 inch finished. And so the quilt that is behind me is actually the same quilt that I'm demoing, so just some different fabrics. And so if you look at this quilt, there are 25 different quilt blocks, and when we divide it up into sections that are the size of the panels, this quilt is going to take 6 panels of the 2 inch finished. And so when we are piecing with these traditional quilt blocks, what we're going to do is we're going to break them down to squares and 1/2 square triangles. So you're going to cut out your squares, you are going to pre-sew your 1/2 square triangles using your favorite technique, and then you're going to put them on the foundation just like you do the squares. Now the whole secret for getting beautiful points every single time is lining up this seam from corner to corner, and that is it. And what it also means to me is that your cutting does not have to be perfect, because this foundation is. As long as these fit inside the squares, and as long as that fits in the seam allowance when you sew, these are going to turn out perfect every time. They're just going to turn out so great. And notice that the sashing and the corner posts were part of the piecing. And so I think I'm more excited about how straight this sashing is than how the points turned out. But again, the sewing is going to be the easiest part of the whole process. So I'm so excited that the Quilt Lady is carrying all 4 sizes of easy piecing grid, and they are sharing it with you on their Facebook Live. And so I hope that you will support them. We love our local quilt shops, and and we like our quilt guys, right? Is that what you're saying? The quilt guys. Oh, and my t-shirt, they made me this t-shirt, and it says that we've taken the pinning out of patchwork. And I was telling them that in my demo, and they made me the t-shirt that says it. And so sorry, I can't take off this t-shirt. It's my new favorite t-shirt. And so we have 4 books that are full of patterns. They're going to share some of the fun patterns that are available to download on our website, but they will probably have them as part of some fun kits that you can purchase. And so we love supporting our local quilt shops, and so happy we get to share with the Quilt Lady today. So happy sewing, everybody.
Okay, you guys, so that was Carmen. Wonderful instructor. So okay, so she told you a little bit about how it works. So we do have all of the different sizes in bolts. Okay, so this is the bolt. Okay, we have each of the sizes of pre-marked fusibles. Okay, a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inch finished. Okay, so you would cut your blocks a 1/2 inch bigger, and you lay them out on there. You be sure you put your glue side up so you don't press it to your ironing board. So she's got books, and I'll go through those with you. But we have the big stabilizer, the long, and then we also have, she's got border prints. And so we also have the short border print, and we'll get to that here in a second. So if you are doing, in the book, there is a row quilt, so row by rows, and it has everything different. You know, there might be houses 1 row and tractors another row, whatever you want, but it's all done with the border prints. Okay, so if you will put down or the mine number 6, and then past that, put down that you want, oh, he's moving me. Put down that you want what size of finished panel. Okay, so 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, or a 2 inch finished grid. Okay, so be sure and put down how what size you want and how many panels of it you want. So this is done in panels. Okay, so put down how many you want. The quilts that we worked on during class are 6 panels. Okay, so 6 panels will get you the size that we did in class. All right, so that is mine number 6. Again, put down the size and how many panels you want. Okay, then we have border panels. Okay, so this is easy piecing grid border panel, and this is mine number 7. It is the same price, but it is really, really long. And I don't know, I can't remember how many she said. Make 6 wide by 30. This is a 1 inch finished. Okay, so 6 wide by 36 inches long. Okay, so 36 a yard long. Okay, so that's how big the panel is. Okay, I believe the 2 inch finished has 5 on it, and the 1/2 inch finished has, oh, there was a whole bunch of them. So this is the border panels, and that works really good for borders or row quilts. Okay, so again, put your size down, 1 inch, 1.5, or 2 inch, and it's mine number 7. Okay, $4.99. All right. One more thing with the grids, and then I'm going to show you a few samples. We have the 6 panel 2 inch finished grid. So when we did our class, we did the 2.5 inch jelly roll, pretty much 2.5 inch pieces. And so they came already pre-packaged for us. So there's 6 panels in this. This will do the size of ours, which was a pretty good size throw. Oh, hey, Carmen. So there's Carmen from the 10 Sisters. We just got through playing you, Carmen. We just got through playing your live. So, and there's Terry. We got a whole bunch on that took your classes this weekend. So, anyways, this is pre-cut for you. And yeah, border panels come in 1, 1.5, and 2 inch finished. All 36. Okay, so these are all 36 inches long, you guys. They're really, really long. Okay, so perfect again for the row. 36 squares. 36 squares. Yeah. So depending on what size of square that you choose. Okay. The easy piecing grid, the six panels that are coming pre-packaged like this. And this is the 2 inch because this is what we used in class. We have a few of these left over. And so 6 panels in a package, 2-inch finish. So you'll cut your strips 2.5, okay, or use a jelly roll, scraps, whatever you want. This one is $30.99, and it's mine number 16. And if you want, yes, you did, Carmen. If you want more than one, put times 2 or 3 or how many ever you want. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you guys, we sold out of this book the very first night. All right. This one is a very popular book, Around the Block Quilts. I don't have anything on here. I don't have a book left to show you any of the quilts that's on the back, but it's very popular. It's got, I think it's called Boston Commons. Is that right, Carmen? On the back. And oh my goodness, you guys, all these squares. It's kind of like a log cabin or not log cabin, a trip around the world, but it's long. And so you would have all the 6 panel packs have easy piecing. Oh yes. The 6 panel packs that I just showed you do have the instructions inside. Y'all, that's a really good part. So this Boston Commons has a long piece, and then it just keeps going around and around and around that block, and it's beautiful. I know a group from Guthrie made that because they came in and got lots of border prints to do that. So really pretty. You should have come if you didn't make the class. Carmen showed you how to use border prints and do them on the diagonal. And oh my gosh, you guys, these quilts are beautiful. And I'm going to show you some. So around the block quilts, it's $19.99, and that's mine number 8. Again, the most popular book at the class. It was sold out the very first night. Okay, so if you want that, we've got an order into Carmen. We should have these, I don't know, in the next week or so, we'll have more. So, all right. So Around the Block, mine number 8. Yeah, Kathy Z's here too. So we have lots of people that was in class. Okay, so then the next one, and we're sold out of this one also, is we've got these on order, 7 Brothers Block Party. Okay, so that's the quilt that is behind me. Okay, see if you can see this quilt that's behind. Carmen left this. This is a different colorway than what we had hanging in the shop before. This one's got the yellow sashing, different color of blocks. Okay, so me and my Vanna, and that beautiful quilt. So she's also got the border, the blue roses. Okay. So this one is in that book, The 7 Brothers, and we're sold out of it too, but we'll be getting them in this week. So if you order that, just know we'll be having them probably this week, first part of next week. Okay. So that's The 7 Brothers, and that's also, I'm assuming, is that $19.99, and it's mine number 9. Mine number 9. Oh, Carmen, Bill says you need to share the video. And if you share this video, you get into the wheel for a free gift card. So be sure and share. Okay. The next one is the kids' book. And I do have one of these left. Maybe a couple. I don't know how many we brought back. This one is the vintage charm that we did the first day. Let me show you what that one looks like. I can get it here. So see the vintage charm right there? That's what we did on Friday. Okay, that's what we did on Friday. And I've got some samples to show you on the vintage charm. In fact, let me just show you now. I don't have mine done by any means, but I did get the first. So Carmen has these, and the neatest thing, y'all, totally blows your mind how this is put together. But it's 3 panels on top, 3 panels on bottom. So I did get my top done, and this is my top. I did mine in batiks, and let's see. This is my top. So I don't have the whole. Let me have Bill hold this side. Don't have the whole bottom piece to it, but you can kind of see how it goes around the. I can't see the deal. You can kind of see how it goes around. See how the next panel is going to go around, keep going around and making this diamond. Okay, so you see that diamond that Bill's got over there? There's the diamond going around. And then here's this one on this side. Isn't that beautiful? So you can do it in batiks, you can do it in scraps, all kinds of different things. So like Carmen was telling you in the video, when you first put this together, so this is the class on Saturday. Okay, so this is mine from the class on Saturday. So when you lay out your pieces, right? And then when you do it, then you're going to fold this down and you're going to sew 1/4 inch the entire way. So you're not just making one block, you're doing the whole half a quilt all in one seam, you guys. It's wonderful. I loved it. It's fast. Okay. I think what takes the longest is cutting out your squares. If you do it on the AccuQuilt, a lot faster. So once you get that seam done, you just fold it down, go to the next seam, sew it done, sew it down. Okay. And on and on. Okay. So once you get this done, and you see that it looks kind of oblong right now because I've only sewed one way. Once you get that done, you come back in, like she said, and you clip right down. You clip your seam right down to the where your thread is. Okay. Clip your seam, and then you're going to come in, and it's the way this is set up. You just fold it this way, and then all your seams nest. So you're going to press one way and press the next row the opposite way. So they all nest, and your corners are perfect and your points are perfect. So if you're going to put them in the fair or a quilt show, it's perfection, you guys. It's perfection. The only thing you need to watch is when you're putting it on your grid, you want to make sure that your point is going down to on her grid. Let me show you. You'll see the little cross hatches. See the little cross hatches here? You're going to make sure that your half square triangle meets right there on the little crosshatch. Okay, and you'll have perfect points. So this is one that's been sewn just one way. I haven't got it sewn the opposite way yet. I've got to go sit in my chair and clip, and that'll be ready to go. But I want to show you Janice Andrews. She went home. Bill, I'm going to need you again, honey. So Janice Andrews went home, and this is the one that's got the turquoise sashing that I love. And she has got the whole top of hers done. So this again is 3 panels. Okay, 3 panels, and that actually this is the top because it had the border in the top. So it doesn't have a border on the bottom piece of this because in the next panel on the bottom group we'll have the border. So I love this, that the border is included in this. And so you know how when you make, okay, you're piecing your squares, this is a sampler, you're trying to get them all 12.5 inch or whatever and trying to make them all match so you can put your sashing in there and it all fits, right? Okay, you guys, no brainer. This is on the easy piecing grid. Everything is exactly, so you don't have to cut down, and when you cut down, you don't trim your corners off. And yes, they will be, Kathy. So a great way. So I want to show you this one. This is some of her blocks. Just go this way. Aren't those beautiful? And Janice used some of her scraps, some from her mom's stash and some from her stash. And go up. And so this is and then she got some of them here. So she's got all kinds of really pretty blocks on that. Okay, so that's just the top half. She's got more to come. And see how this is the blue and this one is the yellow. So you can do as big a contrast or easy contrast. Okay, all right. So I was showing you the vintage charm that I had started and got going. So in these books, y'all, it will tell you what size of grid you're using to what size of quilt it's going to make. Okay, obviously you use 2.5 inch squares, your quilt's going to be bigger, right? You use the smallest, it's going to be small. So the vintage charm, you cut the 1 inch piece, and in the half inch pieces, look at this. Look at this little tiny wall hanging. Oh my gosh. Is that not so cute? Now, I can tell you, I'm a saver. I don't throw much out, especially in fabric. But if you had, really, if you had two 1-inch pieces, little, and you're trying to sew those under, chain sew those under, what's it going to do? It's so small, it fits under your foot. It's probably going to go down in your feeder dogs and want to bind up. Okay. Oh, baby doll quilt. There you go. So this would be a little heirloom that would be on my wall. So this is perfect. So you've got a 1.5 inch. Oh, Vintage Charm is as in the Quilts for Kids book. Okay. So perfect. Perfect. You can do this in batiks, whatever colors. So y'all can save your scraps all the way down to 1 inch. 1 inch for this. And it ends up being half the size. So this ends up being, let's see, 13 by 15, y'all. 13 by 15. Is that not darling? So if you like to do the smallest things, this would be perfect. And table runner, Terry, that's a really good idea. Oh, wouldn't you impress all your guests? They'll say, you sewed all those little tiny pieces. And you just say, yes, I did. Because you did. But anyways, isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. Okay, so that is the 1/2 inch. So in the book, every quilt that is in the book tells you what size it ends up being, depending on what size grid you use. Okay, so in the kids book, I just want to show you a few things. Like on the back, there's a porcupine, there's a fox, there's a whale, a giraffe. Inside, you've got a later alligator. You've got, oops, wrong way. Later alligator. You've got an elephant. There's the whale. There's the owls. Aren't they cute? And then the Vintage Charm that we did is also in this book. This one was a popular Scrappy Garden Path. Everybody liked that one really well. So Carmen brought all these quilts, you guys. She had 2 huge suitcases of quilts, and we all got to see those at the trunk show. Oh, it was so inspiring, you guys. So anyways, this book, if you're interested in this book, and she has really good layouts. So I'm going to show you this quick. She has it divided into grids. And so if she's saying that it's a 6 grid pattern, you've got the 6 grids in there. And then she tells you how many squares and how many half squares triangles that you want. Okay. I've got a way to show you half square triangles, and in the books, there's instructions for that also, and in the grid packages. Okay. So this pattern, or this one, is the kids book, Quilts for Kids by the 10 Sisters. And this one, I believe, $19.99. And what number is that, Whitney? Mine number 10. Mine number 10. It's a good book. It's got cute stuff in there. So if you need a cute baby quilt to give to someone, oh, girls, this would be it. Okay. The next one is 10 Quilts for 10 Sisters. And it looks like the pattern that we did the Vintage Charm on front. A little bit different, but sort of the same. I think it may be in 2 different books. But there's all kinds of different. Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? That's kind of the one that we did, but this is a like 20 panel. I believe that's a 20 panel. So, yeah, 20 panel. So lots of different things. And like Carmen said, if you guys want to make it larger for a king size, just keep going. Just keep adding panels. If you want to make it smaller, cut some panels down. Right? Then you can add borders. We have the border fabric that's shorter. You can add the border fabric, or you can just add on a regular border like this one is. Okay. So very, very simple. Okay. Really a neat way to piece. Okay. So this one is the 10 Sisters. Let's see if I have some. There's a few of the patterns. All kinds of good. There's all these books are really, really good. Very inspiring. There's a few more. And you guys, if you would have been at the trunk show on Thursday, Carmen talked about her 17 kids in her family. So if you are familiar with that, she has 10 sisters and 7 brothers. And so kind of how life is being raised with 16 other siblings. So that in itself was really, really interesting to me. I had lots of questions like, what kind of house did you all live in, and how did you have a minivan that was like on steroids? How did you get anywhere? And lots of lots of questions. I'm sure the younger ones took, or the older ones took care of the younger ones. So okay, so 1999, and this is the 10 quilts for 10 sisters, and it's mine number 11. Mine number 11 even has their picture on the back. That's all the girls. I think Carmen was number Carmen. Tell me, I think he was number 12 kid and number 5 sister. I believe. I think she was number 12 or maybe number 7 sister. Not sure. Anyways, okay. So let's go. We've got the books. We showed you the books. Then let's see. I'll let you have that. Okay. What's next, Whitney? Okay. We will come back to show you some more samples of Carmen's because she left me a whole stack of these quilts to show, and they'll be hanging in the shop. And I'll come back and show you those in just a sec. So Janice told me today, October 1st, is deer season. Okay. So we must have the deer out. Okay. Deer season. The ladies need to come get your deer so you can make it for your men. All right, so the first one, I didn't bring these panels out because the panel here looks pretty good, is $11.99, and that's a 36-inch panel. When you come in, it's hanging right under the register up here, and it's got the buck and a doe there, and some geese flying over the top of them. Oh yeah, it's a mountain scene. The body of the doe or the buck. Yes. So anyways, this one's called Dawn Call of the Wild Deer Panel. Dawn Call of the Wild Deer Panel. And that's mine number 12. And the Midnight Magic, I don't know why those are coming up like that, but $11.99, and it's I was close. Okay, so Carmen is number 12 kid and number 8 sister. Okay, so out of the 10, she's number 8 sister, number 12 kid. So, man, that'd be hard to keep up with. Can you imagine a Christmas with all your siblings and your kids and spouses and grandkids and spouses? That would be, you would need a community room. So I'm sure they have a great time. Okay, so this panel, again, is $11.99. And just needs borders if you want to do something like that for your guy or your girl. I have friends that are deer hunters too. So very, very simply, you could actually do the border panels that we have with the Easy Piecing grid and patchwork those. That's a wintry scene. Patchwork a wintry scene around that, or patchwork trees around that would be really awesome. So, okay, $11.99, and that's mine number 12. Okay, then this deer scene is $12.99, and it's called Deer Ridge. Deer Ridge. It's mine number 13. There's a couple bucks and a doe out in the field, so probably trying to hide from those hunters and stuff. So this is a really pretty panel. And if you need another one, again, this is 36 inches wide. So you've got 36 inches wide and 45 inches wide, 36 inches long. Okay. So $12.99, and that's mine number 13, Deer Ridge. Deer Ridge. Okay. Okay. The next one is deer panels, and it's $7.99. So this is a 24-inch panel. Hey, Carla, glad you came. Good, glad you came. You'll have to back it up and look at all the 10 sister stuff that we just went through. You'll be interested in that. So really good for kids, for your for Hallie, or not Hallie. Hallie, no. Hallie's the daughter. I'm losing my thought process, Carla. But anyways, this one is I believe these are elk instead of deer. So this is the elk, yeah, elk panel. Mine number 14, and it's a 24-inch panel. So I would say those are probably about a 12-inch block. And it's got a few, oh, Hartley, yes, Hartley. And Tinsley, yes, they was in the they was in the summer class, the kids class. So this is would be a really good pillow if you needed to do pillows for someone, or you could leave them like they are, cut the mountains off, put the mountains top and bottom, or put one row of mountains in there, or you could cut them up and piece in between. So lots of different things you can do with that one. And so that's the elk panel. And I believe Bill just left, but I believe elk season is sometime this fall too. So, okay, mine number 14. Let's see what else we have. Oh, is that everything? Oh, okay. So I guess that's all she's got for that. Okay, so let's see the samples. This is back to the Tin Sisters. Okay, I showed you this one. Carla didn't get to see that. This is the tiny half-inch grid, and this is the vintage charm. And every quilt is different size. It depends on what size of grid you use. Okay, just depends on what size of grid. Okay, this one is the pumpkins. So I love the gray and the orange together. Isn't that pretty? The gray and the orange. And this is 3 panels, and this is a 1-inch finished, and 3 panels. Okay. Now this pattern, instead of in the book, this one is on her website, which is 3sisters.com. 3sisters.com, all spelled together. And this, isn't that pretty? So this pattern is on the website. Okay. Oops. That is your pumpkins.
The pattern's 99 cents.
And the patterns, some patterns are free and some are 99 cents. And they do have a lot of how-to videos, you guys. So if you have any questions, you can go out there and watch the videos. You can call us. You can email Carmen. I'm sure however you need to know, we'll be glad to help you. Okay? All right. This one, you guys are going to love this. Okay, so she left us a lot of trucks. You know how popular the trucks are, right? All right. Bill, let's hold this one. This one is Harvest Delivery. It's done in a 2.5-inch block. And so this is the top. She's just done a border to make it a little bigger. And whoops, you're not straight with me. There you go. And so this is the truck with the pumpkin in the back. Okay. And then we've got stars down on the bottom. Isn't that beautiful? And you can see her beautiful quilting. Then she's got another border. So this one, we've got the truck with the pumpkin, and that's done in 2.5-inch pieces, so it finished at 2. Okay? So there's that one. Let me show you the trucks, and then I'll do the little kids one there. Okay. This one, we know we have Christmas coming, right? The pumpkins.
Harvest Delivery.
Okay, that one with the pumpkin is called Harvest Delivery. This one is Christmas Delivery. This one is 2 panels of the 1.5-inch grid, and this is on the website. Okay, so there again, we have the red truck with the Christmas tree. Now, you guys, how simple is this? I mean, you've got some greens, you've got some reds, you've got some blacks and a gray and a background. Simple, simple. This takes 2 panels, and you've got this done. Simple to put together and bound, and this would be great for a church auction, great for a table runner, great for a wall hanger, but great for a Sunday school teacher gift or a teacher gift, anything like that. Okay. The Dear Christmas quilt, Carmen has. Yes, the Dear Christmas that was done by Moda, and it had all the background on it, and then it had the deer up in the front. Those, you know, it had several pages of piecing. Well, if you want that, go to the website, and that Dear Christmas is all done out in grids. Carmen's done it all out in grids. It's all done little tiny trips around the world like this. And it's all done like this into a larger quilt, of course. And then it's got the deer that you can put on the front. So really a great thing. Thank you, Kathy, for reminding me that. Okay, this one, my friend Linda loves this one because she is the red, white, and blue girl. So this one has the flag, has the truck with the flag. So this would be good for the parade day. And then it's got the red, white, and blue stars. Okay. So, isn't that cute? This one, I would say that if you look on the site, look up flag or look up summer, and I believe that's the truck with the summer flag. Okay. Then,
They probably have somebody watching that can tell you what it is.
yeah. And then this one, y'all, how cute is this? Look at this Christmas tree. Look at that Christmas tree. And it's just got blocks all around using the leftovers. So anything green and red and white. And then her little background has got red dots in the back. Isn't that cute? She's got a leaves on the back, mistletoe. Isn't that cute? Simple, simple. Okay, and you guys could quilt these just on your regular machine. So you would have a Christmas gift done and ready. Okay, along with that pattern, you get 2 patterns in this one. So you're getting a table runner plus the tree. This one is a 2-panel easy piecing grid, and it's a 1.5 inch finished. 1.5. Okay. Oh, that flag is called Parade Day. See, I thought it sounded like a parade, right? So this, look at this, how she's done the borders. Isn't that beautiful? And then the center, she's got her little Santas in there, and just a little trips around the world. Okay, little trips around the world. Yeah, and that color is beautiful. Love that. So a good Christmas runner. Okay. All right. So that's kind of the holiday. So these Carmen left. She's made up all these. Whoops, one more holiday. Did I show the pumpkins? I showed the pumpkins. Okay. Yeah, I showed these, didn't I?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I did. Anyways, this is the pumpkins. And this is a 3-panel project, 1 inch finished website pattern. Yeah, I did show this one. And then there's several pumpkins, you guys. They have the truck with it. They have the pumpkins. It's got a star in each one. Lots of cute stuff there. Okay. This one is in the kids' book. And how precious is this little whale? Is that not too cute? Oh my gosh. And look how she's quilted it like it's in the waves of the ocean. Isn't that cute? Got the water up there. So this is the little whale.
Got the little bubbles there.
Yep. And then she's just used different yellows, and then a white here, and then different little yellows in the border. Isn't that cute? So how easy for a baby quilt. Very, very cute. And if you wanted it bigger, you would just do a bigger square, right? Just a bigger square. So, and the one thing about these is when you cut them and you've got the square, it's telling you where to go to. You don't have to be 100% precise in your cutting. So that's the nice part, because as long as you fold and it catches that 1/4 inch, you're going to be good. And you're going to be sewing it both ways. So lots and lots of inspiration, you guys.
Easy.
Love that.
Easy.
Very easy. That's why it's called Easy Piecing Grid. Some of the things that you would need, and we do have at the shop, you will need a spray bottle, a mister bottle, and you just put water in this. And if you guys come in, I can help you get started. I've got the grids. I've got everything that you need. We have the water mister bottles. To do your 2.5 inch triangles, we've got the markers that you mark on both sides. So you mark your sewing line to do your half square triangles, and you also mark the center line where you cut. So we've got long and short on those. Okay, so we have these. We don't have to put these up, Whitney. If you guys want these, just holler at us or put in there. These are creative grids, so they have the non-slip on the back. There's a 15 inch. This is a 15 inch, $7.99. And I'm not sure how big this one is. I think it's 12. It's $6.99. Also, you need a good small iron. So I have the Rowenta. Been using this one the last couple days. $69.99 for the Rowenta travel steam iron. And if you're familiar with Rowenta, it's a great little iron. We also have that in $69.99, and it's mine 18 if you want it. Okay. Steam Fast is $32.99. It also has steam. Okay. Little handle, and I use this one too. So just it's a good little iron too, and it's mine number 19. So if you need a travel iron, I love the little travel irons. Another thing, so Carmen had us take our fabric and we used our glue stick. So this is the water soluble glue pen, and it's white. You want to be careful using purple because purple does show through the white. Okay, you will see some purple show through the white. It should dissolve, but it may not. So use the white ones. Okay, so white glue pens, $7.99, and we also have refills for these. Okay, $7.99. That's mine 29. Oops, forgot we had one more iron. We have this little tiny iron. It's a little mini iron. Okay, so if you can see how they've taken and you've got it works really nice because when you're trying to press things one way or another, you can fold them under, or you can use this little mini. Works out really good. It's got a little stand in there with it. This one's $31.99, and it's mine 17. All right. Then another thing that you will need is the applique pressing sheet. All right. So when you press the top of these, the thing that's so good about these, when you fold them, like the grids from years ago were exactly 2 inches. Well, when you fold, you got fabric in there, so you had that thickness. Well, theirs is printed like a 16th or 32nd more than the block. So it's like 2 32nds or 2 1/16 or something. And so you've got a little bit of stuff in between there. So you want to use a pressing sheet so that does not get on your ironing board or your iron. Okay. So pressing sheet, and this is good for all kinds of things. I use these almost always. $15.99, and it's mine number 20. Mine number 20. And that is a 13 by 17. And then these are the last two things. We have the Mountain Mist, and this is a wool mat, a wool pressing mat. This is $54.99, and this is 17 by 17. 17 by 17. So you can get a big chunk up there on there and lay out your grid and then press right there where you don't have to get up and go back and forth to the iron. You do want to glue it on. So if you do get up and down, then you've got it stable. Okay. And then this is the Gypsy quilter pressing mat, which is the same thing, just 2 different brands. And this one is, let's see, this one is $53.99, and it's 14 by 17 or by 18 and 7/8. Pardon? Oh, this is perfect for the tray table. Yeah, this is the one I have, and it fits exactly on the top of a tray table. Okay, so I like that because it works good on a tray table. But if you're doing it somewhere, you can do this. Let me tell you a little something on wool mats. When you get done, be sure and stand them up so they don't mold. They will dry out. A couple other little things. A 2.5-inch square. This is Omnigrid, and it's an exact 2.5-inch square. It has the diagonal line that goes across it. Well, that one, oh yeah, it does, the yellow. Okay, I was going to say this one does. This one's got yellow and black. So it has the little diagonal line that goes across, so you can make sure that your half square triangles are correct. So there's that. That's $5.99. Mine number 25. And then the magnetic seam guide. You guys can put this on the side of your machine. Just sits there. It's magnetic, and you can just run your fabric right beside it. And this is also what I use to help with the kids. So if kids are trying to sew or you're trying to keep that exact quarter, this works great. Okay, $5.99. You just set it on your machine and it's just a guide. Okay. I use that little square all afternoon. Oh, did you? These little, it's kind of nice. You don't have to kind of find it in bigger square. I like to have exact. So that is good, Cheryl. And the last thing is the little grip dots. So if you have a ruler and it slips, you want to use the little grip dots. This is the Gypsy Quilters grip dots. And there's 24 in here. 24 for $5.99. Okay. And that's mine 24. Okay, you guys, I think that's all we have for today. Sorry, we just went right at an hour, but excuse me. I wanted to get Carmen in and show her how you guys do this. Just a neat way. And I have a friend that doesn't do much quilting, and she said, I think I could do that. I really want to try to do a flag. Well, I found her a flag on Carmen's site today. So there is flags. There's all kinds of stuff. So go out on 10sisters.com and look at that. You can also go on Quilt Lady or quilt-lady.com and find all the products. Okay. All right. Okay. So Whitney looks like she's going to have the prize wheel probably at a later time. Not sure.
She's going to post them this week.
Oh, she's going to post them this week. Okay. So I have to tell you something really exciting. Y'all that stayed on and waited to the very last minute. We have really good news, you guys. It's kind of been a secret, but it's out now. So the big announcement, we bought a new building. So I'm so excited. We have like 1,300 square feet here. We have over 5,000 volts in here, plus a little bit of everything. So we are stuffed to the gills. So we've got a new building. It's got to be torn, the inside torn out and remodeled. So Bill's the one that's doing that. He started on it yesterday. We just got it about a week ago. And so he has started on that. So as soon as we get the remodel done, we cannot wait to get in there. And we have, I think, 1,300 square feet here, and we have 4,200 square feet over there.
3 times as big.
Yeah, it's 3 times as big. So y'all can move around leisurely. Okay. So I'm so excited. I can't wait, y'all. So that's the big news. That's the big announcement. I just can't wait we will have panels somewhere besides the ceiling. we have them on the ceiling because that's the only inches that we have left that's not covered. So we'll have them in a regular place that you can look. So anyways, okay. Well, you guys have a great evening. Be sure and share. And you'll be in the prize wheel. And Whitney will post that prize wheel sometime in this next week. So keep a lookout on Facebook. Oh, be sure and comment that you shared. Yes. Yes, be sure to invite your friends and come back next week and see what we've got. We've got a lot of new fabric yet coming in. So where are we going to put it? We need Bill to hurry with this building. So we've got lots of new stuff. So, all right, you guys, y'all have a great week and we'll see you later. Bye.